Bienvenidos a Sexo Sentido, donde se habla la lengua del sexo. Bienvenidos amigos, welcome. Hoy va a ser mi primer episodio en inglés. Today, this is going to be my first episode in English, full blown, because we have our beautiful guest, Chanel. So, before we get started, I want to give you guys our social media. You can follow us through Instagram at Sexo Sentido Podcast. It's going to be written down here and below in the cap for the video. I'm Francesca. You can follow me at Francesca Musica. Chanel, what's your Instagram?
Hi.
You're shy? Don't play shy because I've seen you twerking on your Instagram.
Woo. My name is Chanel. You can follow me on Instagram at Chanel21Bad. Yeah, everywhere.
Nice, beautiful. And Chanel and I have been have known each other for years. I think 2012, 2011, 2012. I think
in a different life.
And. The reason why I brought you here is because, first of all, I had never had, you're the first person I actually know that has gone through transition.
Ah, really? Okay.
And I think it's amazing what you've done, like how you've embraced it, how you've come, like, so... I think you need to be super determined and have...
tough skin.
Tough skin, and you need to be... I don't want to use the word confident, but you need to know yourself really well, because many
have
people,
to be grounded.
And I think I include myself, sometimes we don't really know exactly what we want, what we don't want, what we like, what we don't like, and for someone to realize that for an X amount of time of their lives, they've lived a life that is not theirs, or that you've been imposed sexuality or an orientation, and then do this drastic change. And please forgive me if I say any term that's not, because I'm not familiar at all. We're gonna
get into some things.
Before we get to the questions, I want to thank exotic.com. This is an amazing website that has a blog for sexuality. Right now, it's just in Spanish, but I think I'm going to push for them to have it in English too. And I also want to thank TTC Podcast for having us here in their home with their facilities. It's beautiful. They have channels with different contents. Just go to their website, ttcpodcast.com, and you'll find a bunch of content that is going to bring, it's going to catch your attention. So I have a bunch of questions for you, because we haven't really caught up since we last met.
The last time I saw you, when I was doing my EP, I was doing music at the time.
So she's an amazing rapper. She is. She has great rhymes, and that's how we met. I was helping you produce your EP. We were in the studio a lot.
Some of the best stuff I made came us too in the studio. Recording. Yes.
Yeah. So I want to know, first of all, how did you pick your name?
Okay.
Why Chanel? Who is Chanel?
So I've had the name Chanel, and everyone always asks me that, because my name has been Chanel since I was 15.
Okay.
So at the time I had a friend, and we were going through names. And at first I was like, maybe I need to find a name that was catchy. And he named himself what he named himself. And I was like, I said, what about Gucci? He was like, nah, you're not Gucci.
Okay.
I said, Chanel? He said, yes. Chanel.
And is he a trans too?
No, he's not trans.
Okay,
no.
okay.
No.
So what came first? Are you gay as well? Or
no,
are you? Okay.
Heterosexual, transgender woman. Yeah.
Okay.
So I only date men.
You only date men?
Sometimes I feel like I'm very curious.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm really heterosexual. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes I love beautiful women. I love looking at beautiful women. I love women's bodies. I adore women, but I don't know if I could be with a woman sexually.
Okay.
But sometimes I feel like I could. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay. And I understand that this is very, what you just said reminds me of something that I read about not all transgender don't feel identified with their parts. Many
no,
transgender
yeah.
people are okay with their biological, like, given.
Oh yeah, I'm that girl. I'm the
Okay.
girl that is completely fine with my parts. I don't really desire to get the surgery.
Okay.
But sometimes I go back and forth about it. But my reasoning behind it is the whole surgery aspect, and is it going to work properly?
Right.
Is, just the whole recovery process. Like, being a trans woman comes with a lot of fixing and
course.
moving things around, moving the parts. And like, I got my breast done in this December makes 1 year. So I got my breast done.
Oh, I thought it was just hormones.
No, I've
Because
been
I
on
know that
hormones.
you did
No, I got them
hormones.
done.
Okay.
And so it's been a year now, but there's other surgeries I want, but that's the biggest surgery, and
Right.
it's most costly, and it's a lot of recovery, and I'm not sure.
And many people don't just do one surgery; they need
Yeah,
multiple
and
to,
it's already
aesthetic-
enough that I want to do my body, and I want to do the FFS, and I want to do this and this and that, and I'm just like,
Talk to me about the FFS.
So facial feminization surgery. So I transitioned late. I transitioned at the age of 27.
Okay.
So usually what happens is what I would have liked to transition when I was younger, in my earlier teens, because you're not fully developed, you're going through puberty, the hormones have a chance to really change and shape you.
Right.
Whereas at 27, it's like you're already set in a certain bone structure, your
Right.
body's already created. So now, with the hormones have done enough, but with the facial feminization, it's just basically going in and feminizing everything facially.
Okay.
So one of the surgeries I do want to get is my jaw and chin done. I saw a surgeon.
I think that's the most common one.
Yeah, most common. Yeah, my jaw and chin. But I saw a surgeon. We did a whole consultation, and she was explaining to me all the things that she was suggesting that I should get, and I'm pretty open to it. But I've been in this whole legal battle with insurance company, them not wanting to pay it. They pay for the breast, but they don't want to pay for the FFS. It's just been an ongoing thing.
That was gonna be my next thing. How is the whole legal insurance, medical, how is it handled? Like, is it, I know it's not easy. It's not even easy for me to, like,
No.
just for like a traditional, claim. But I imagine that this is like a whole other.
So I think for me, when I first started, my dream was I just want to get on my hormones, and I was excited.
Do they cover for hormone treatment?
So the insurance, with me being a healthcare worker, I am insured,
Okay.
and so the insurance does cover the basic of HRT and me to see a therapist and things like that. But at some point, I was going to get to the point where I need to have surgery. So I went to have my consultation, and she submitted the request to the insurance company, and they approved it. It was surprising because beforehand, me and my doctors had a conversation like, they usually deny. They deny most of the time in Florida, with this being a Republican state.
Right.
They usually deny.
In which basis? Like, what's
They consider it cosmetic.
Okay.
Whereas for a trans woman, this is not cosmetic. I took the oath to live my existence fully, and I'm not doing this for the cosmetics or the beauty of it. I'm doing it because I need to feel, and I want to feel like the woman that I envision.
Of course.
And I want to physically see that as well. So I want to tweak those things, and it's not cosmetic for me. It's emotionally draining when you go into spaces and you have to deal with the people. Because the people look and they stare and they make their comments.
Of course.
And then, like I said, hormones only do but so much. They don't break down the bone. So you have to get your surgeries. It is what it is.
Right. Yeah, I think that one of the biggest issues is people trying to get the hormone treatment on the side, like
So
without
that's the black market.
without a prescription, and I think that's one of the things that we need to tackle the most as a society, as a
So
system.
that's hard because I know many girls, and I'm a very fortunate girl because when I transitioned, I was already employed. I was already in my position, and so I transitioned and at work. Thank God for working in a institution that I work for. They rallied around me, and I told them like, listen, I'm transitioning, and when I come back to work, I already got my name changed. This is my gender marker. They informed the staff. They let I took some time off and then I came back. Was it an easy transition? No.
Yeah, people gotta
Very
get
resistant.
used to it.
Yeah, it's a transition for everyone. I had to learn that now. Like, I'm not going through this transition alone. Everyone around me is going through this transition, and they have to get used to this new person because they're used to this physical that used to be. And so I'm going through the whole thing. Okay, I was already employed, so I was insured already. So for most girls, getting a job is a very hard thing when you're transgender because a lot of places don't want you to be the face of their company, And then the quote unquote passability politics. Can you go into a room and will someone know if you're quote unquote trans?
Oh, okay.
That passability. Okay. Can you maneuver through spaces and someone will say, she's not trans. I would never think she was trans. Those kind of comments. Or versus if you walk into a room and someone knows visibly, if they say they know, oh, she's trans, I can tell. A lot of times, a lot of people, they don't want to deal with what that comes with. And so they don't hire us. And if they do hire us, they put us in the back. Or they give us the jobs where they give us the bare minimums. And so those girls don't want to work. They don't want to have to deal with that. So they go out there and they engage in the sex work.
Of course.
And then they get the black market hormones.
Or drugs or whatever.
Because they can't. And this is one of the reasons why now I want to get into human resource because I want to employ the girls. I want to be the person that is behind the desk that says, listen, I'm just like you. And I worked my tail off to get here, and I'm trying to help you to get where I'm at, too.
Great. Yeah. I think that's beautiful because as a woman, already women have a difficult... It's a reality. It's not being... I'm not a feminist.
It's a reality.
And I know it's a reality. For women, it's tougher to get a job. Mm-hmm. Now, add to it that you're a trans woman, it's 100 times harder.
Yeah.
So I wanna go into a little bit more personal stuff. Mm-hmm. If we can edit it.
Listen, I'm open. We're talking about everything.
So let me ask you: did your penis shrink when you started? I went right on.
You jumped in there. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Nobody asked me that question. I've had a lot of questions. Okay. This is what we doing. Okay. So
this is like the lightest question I've got, girl.
So did it shrink? It did.
Okay.
The testosterone blockers are the reason that it shrinks because with it blocking my testosterone, I'm not having any sperm.
So the sac, everything shrunk.
I don't feel like the sac shrunk.
Okay.
Because when I have to do the tucking, I feel like the sack is still there.
Like what's? Okay.
But the penis, I do feel like it did shrink over time, and I'm kind of sad about that.
Okay, and it's good. It's good that you feel it because it's part of it's something that you haven't denied in your body.
Oh no,
it's you completely... and you like it and you want it. And it's also good for those people who really don't feel identified with their vagina or their penis, whatever they have.
I have a
or
joke
their,
for you.
Their boobs.
I have a friend, one of my gay friends. He tells me all the time, Chanel, you're a woman, because I always tell him I like oral sex. I like men who give me head.
Okay.
And he'll tell me, Chanel, you're a woman. You can't keep saying that you like a man to suck your dick. I said, why?
I tell people to suck my dick. So.
He was like, because women don't say suck my dick. I was like, but it's true. I do.
Right. And it's fine. And that's, I'm very curious. And that's why I have this podcast because I've had limited opportunities to have guests. Now that I'm here in this amazing facility, thanks to TTC Podcast, I have the tools and I have the space to bring in more people, not only like you, but because there are many experiences that you probably haven't gotten to yet, and I
Yeah.
could get from someone else. But for other stuff, like I want to bring doctors, I want to bring therapists.
It's a lot of trans people all over.
Yes.
And more
With
than
different-
ever,
with different-
we're just out there.
Yeah, and like your culture can make a difference in what you
being a black
experience.
trans girl changes a lot.
Yes.
That comes with another
I wanted to
layer.
ask you about your family. Like, what was your support system? What was your obstacle? What was your main? Who embraced you better?
So growing up, I grew up in a 2-parent home. My mother is from Jamaica. My father's from Haiti. And so, of course, the traditional, my father worked. My mother didn't work. She stayed home. She took care of the kids. And so they were married. I grew up in that kind of setting. So this is what I'm used to. Now, when I transition, that setting is broken. Like my parents, I'm there. I don't even think they knew trans people. I told my mom I wanted to get on hormones, and she was like, "You gonna put that stuff in you? Is it gonna kill you?" Like she was so out of the loop. She knew gay men, but I don't think she knew trans women. They were synonymous with thinking that we were drag queens.
Right. And also many people, old school people, think that because you're gay, you automatically want to be the other, like the other sex. Like if you're a gay man, then you want to be a woman, and it's not like we have to educate
there's so
them.
many gay men that'll tell you they're feminine, but they'll say I'm not a woman. They'll let you know, like I know I'm a man, but I'm a feminine man, and that has nothing to do with their sexual preference. It's just who their identity, and when they express themselves.
Right.
And so my father, we don't have a relationship.
Okay. You haven't had it since
I
you
transitioned.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been transitioning going on. This is my 4th year, and I haven't had a relationship with my father.
Okay, so
I think that's been the hardest thing because growing up, my father was an amazing dad.
Okay.
My mom was a disciplinary. My father was the one. We didn't get in trouble. He gave us whatever we wanted. He was the sweet guy, and so to see that now I transition, we don't have a relationship. It breaks my heart.
Of course.
Yeah.
And is there like, I'm guessing that there could. I hope it's a stage, and he could come to terms with
Well, we
the
don't
fact.
talk, so I don't know.
Okay.
I've been on my own.
Are mom and dad together?
No.
No. Okay.
Divorced
so
now.
Does she talk to him about this subject? Or any
I don't
other
know.
relative?
My brothers, so in the beginning, my brothers were extremely resistant. One of my brothers was resistant, and one of my brothers he wasn't resistant, but he wasn't engaging. He just stood away from it.
Okay.
My sister, me and my sister don't have a relationship.
Okay.
And I remember when I told her, and she told me, "Well, why do you want to go and do that? I'm the only girl." And she was the first person I told that I wanted to do it.
Okay.
And when she told me that broke me down because this is my big sister. Like, I love you. You who I look up to. I want to be just like you.
Right.
And then you tell me, why are you? It's like she felt like I was going to infringe on her.
Compete with her.
Yeah, like I'm not competing with you. I just want to exist with you. Like, this is my life too. And I'm not trying to take away from you. And so we don't have a relationship either.
Okay.
But I had to build my tribe, and I learned that through therapy. So cousins and people I've met at work, and just people I've met along the way.
Those are the ones who hold you, and
who basically, I would say, they built Chanel. Yeah.
Okay.
The woman you see today comes from everyone that is in my tribe who I will call when the insurance company is giving me a problem, or I have to pay for a lawyer, or I'm crying because I've dealt with some guy who broke my heart, and my tribe is the one that pulls me back together and let me know who I am. And one of the great things that I believe that I did and I love is that I have another trans sister. Shout out to Lana.
Shout out.
We call ourselves the Elite Girls.
Okay.
And so we were joking around, and I didn't understand or know that this was going to take a whole mind of its own. And that's why one of the things, I don't know if you ever see on my Instagram, I call myself the Elite Girl. I don't know if you ever seen that on one
I
of my
haven't
posts.
noticed, but I look a lot at your Instagram.
And so that whole identity and me setting that standard for myself has helped me to stay put together, because I set that standard. Like, I want to be treated a certain way. I present myself a certain way. I expect men to treat me a certain way, and I'm nothing less than elite,
Right.
And so I call myself the Elite Girl.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Elite Girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it like, do you because I don't like. Do you have to tell people that you're trans?
So
Is there a code for it?
I've been in situations where I've been outed, or I just say it because I don't care. I live in my truth, and I'm always speaking about me being a trans woman, and I'm always talking about it. Like, I've never been the type to deny it. Like, I know who I am. I'm proud of who I am.
Okay.
Blood, sweat, and tears is what got me here. So I don't care if you know or you don't know. I'm not trying to trick anybody.
Of course.
I just want to exist and live my life. That's it.
All right, but there's no code like.
No, there's
ethical...
no. I don't feel like there's a code.
Okay.
Most people just ask you. Like, some people are just real bold.
When you start a relationship with a guy that you like.
So 9 times out of 10, the men that encounter me already know. They come looking.
Exactly. Okay.
Men love trans women.
I like it how you say it very close.
Men love trans women.
I'm gonna ask you something. One of those spicy questions.
Okay.
I don't know if this is your case.
Go
if
ahead.
it's not, it's fine. But was there a difference in your sexual engagements before the transition and after
I was
the
a
transition?
virgin before my transition.
Oh my
So,
god!
I didn't
like
have
a virgin.
I was a virgin, and then I transitioned, and I got buck wild.
Oh, okay. So was there something holding you from...
I lived at home with my mom.
Okay.
My mom is super religious. I grew up in a Christian background, and I couldn't bring no one home. Like, I couldn't say, Mom, this was my boyfriend. She wasn't tolerating that. That was not going on in her house. So I really didn't have a space to engage if I wanted to. And then on top of that, again, I was afraid of her. Like,
of course.
So I just waited until I got to the point where I moved out on my own, and I did it. I just said, I was like, you know what? I waited all this time. I feel like I'm missing out. I want to know what's going on. So I had sex. It was painful. It hurt.
Top or bottom?
Oh, God. Oh. So my first encounter, I was the quote unquote bottom.
Okay.
Jesus, it hurt so bad. My God. But I took it like a champ. Yeah.
Okay.
And we did not use any lube at that.
What did you use? Because one of my episodes talks about the importance of lube and how there are specific lubes for anal sex. Tell me what happened.
We did not use lube, and that man wanted to power drive me. And
let me ask you something. And was he a black man?
Yes, he was.
Oh my God.
With a big old penis. But I took it like a champ. My God. And after that, I was just like, I told my friends, I was like, I thought I died in that moment. Like, I had never felt something so painful in my life.
What was the recovery?
Oh, no, but I didn't. Well, we're going to get real graphic. I didn't bleed.
Okay.
So I didn't bleed. It felt weird. It was something I never felt before.
And after that, did it get better?
Oh, yeah, because I got lube. I started watching videos and asking questions.
Was he also a virgin?
No.
Okay.
No.
So why did he not suggest it?
He wanted to hunt me.
Okay.
He was just ready to take my virginity.
Wow. Okay.
I think he was just like, the whole scenario goes, so I'm an open book. I don't care. We have been dating, and I had finally gotten to the point where I was like, I felt like I want to lose my virginity. I had been talking to friends about it, and so I was dating him. He knew I was a virgin. He didn't care. And one day he took me to breakfast. We went to Denny's, and we went back to my apartment. We're watching, I think, one of Kevin Hart's special on Netflix. And I was like, okay, I'm ready. And it happened. I didn't know what I was doing. I laid there. I was a starfish. So he did.
And you just kept on perfecting your techniques.
After that, we had sex again.
Okay.
But I guess he thought I was a pro hoe at that time. I don't know what he thought. He wanted to get wild. I was just like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I know we got the lube. Like, this is my second time. You trying to kill me? And after that, I just started dating, and I started, watching more videos. And one of the things that I love about YouTube was, like, there's a lot of people that talk about anal sex.
Yes.
And a lot of cis hetero women love anal sex, and they the ones who taught me, because I had a lot of cisgender heterosexual friends that were having anal sex way before me.
Okay.
And they were just telling me, "Oh, girl, it doesn't hurt when he get through to the third layer." I've
Yeah.
never,
Yes.
when he gets to the third ring, it's gonna be easy. You can take it. And
Yes.
I just
For those who don't know what we're saying, basically, this is gonna be like a whole other episode on anal sex. But basically, inside of the rectum, it's the ending of the colon. And you're a nurse, correct me whenever
I'm not a
wrong.
nurse, but I work in healthcare.
You know about anatomy.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's a bunch of little sections that do this. Yeah. That's why there are the beads, because they kind of go in, and there's a size.
Yeah, it opens up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for the beads. Yeah.
And I think if you've engaged in anal sex, when they hit that, when they get to that second or third,
layer or so I'm going to put I have a picture here on my computer that we're going to see if we can have it on the screen. If not, I'll put it in post. Okay. So the colon is basically fills all of these little bumps here. Ooh. So that's why the anal beads are like that, because they go into each of those rings that are inside. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do, you're my first physical guest. And I want to have this little tradition of closing the episode with questions, personal questions for people to know you. Like, are you dating right now, first of all?
I am currently single.
Okay, so even better. These questions are going to help anyone who would like to date Chanel to know her a little better. What's your favorite color?
Red.
City where you want to retire, or country?
I feel like I want to get married and retire, maybe like Paris.
Beautiful. Excellent choice. What's your favorite food?
Buffalo wings.
Nice. Who's your favorite artist?
Little Kim, the queen of rap.
Okay. Little Kim. She's an amazing rapper herself. If you're watching this episode, Little Kim, please have Chanel
everyone
feature.
Keeps telling me I need to go back in the studio, and I just keep feeling like, I don't know. I feel like the water is hot, but it's not boiling. Like once it starts boiling, I'm going to jump in.
What's your favorite book?
Ooh, my favorite book. Is it the 4 Agreements? The 5 Agreements?
Oh, yeah. 4 Agreements.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Celebrity crush?
Oh, Tyson Beckford.
Oh, okay. Yes. And what's your favorite movie?
This is cheesy, but I love What's Love Got to Do with It. That's my favorite movie.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, it's a rom-com.
Yeah. I love What's Love Got to Do with It. It's cool for
Sunday night.
It's crazy. I love Tina Turner, but that movie, some people say it's a lot of abuse going on, but I love that movie.
Nice. So these are my questions for you, for people to get to know you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming. You. I love this reunion, basically, that we've had, little reunion. Thank you, TTC Podcast, for making this possible. Remember, you can follow us on our Instagram at Sexo Sentido Podcast, at Francesca Musica.
Chanel 21 Bad on Instagram and all social media.
All right. And you can watch these episodes through Rumble and through YouTube. It's www.youtube.com/Francesca en línea. And you can listen to these podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and TuneIn Radio. I have to be everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.